Hello everybody, welcome back to the shop for this late night Wednesday night episode, Thursday morning episode Bob TV, where we got Sammy crashed. She is out, man. And I'm hard at it. I want to get all this stuff glued on tonight. I got stabs glued on. I just filled that cavity with my epoxy mixture of 2108 clear resin and micro balloons. Not micro, cotton flock. Strong stuff right there, baby. Now I got one more stab to do. So I figured I'd just make a video. Show you how I glued that up. Now I know Kevin, he's had several of these F-18s. And he flies them hard, man. So we want this thing to pretty much take any turbine he puts in it as fast as he wants to go and not worry about it. Okay? So I glued that block in there today with hot salt. You know, my little T. And put some inside, so you push some hot salt all the way through it. That bar is glued in there. Alright? Now I want to fill this cavity. And you know, this block fits in here pretty dang good. I mean, there's not a lot of wiggle room. If you keep them things on the lines, mark it just like they show you, that block slides right into place. Now what I'm doing, see, I made this epoxy into a paste. So this is slow cure. This takes, it'll set up in 6 hours, total cure 24. So I wanted to stay up late and get all this done. Kinda had to wait for that high salt to set up. But I want to glue this to where this entire cavity is full. We don't want to try and skimp and save a couple grams here. We want this elevator glued on, baby. So I did the vertical stabs too. I just filled in cavities. And this is the perfect glue for this, guys. This 2108. Nice stuff. It really is, and you know, it's a lot cheaper than high salt and stuff. You just gotta make pastry bags. You know, and high salt is expensive, but I do have to admit, it was pretty nice gluing them bulkheads in with them tips. That made it pretty easy. Okay. I got that. All the sides smeared. I don't know how good you can see in there, but I got all the sides smeared. Alright. Now, we don't want to put this block in there dry. Remember me telling you about your guide coat? When I used to do tile work, man, I'm going to have to mix up a bit more epoxy. Well, come here, I'll show you how I do it. Okay. Set that on my scale. Zero it. The use cup is fine as long as you zero it, okay? I keep my epoxy in these pitchers. I'll just throw that bucket on the bench, tilt it down, take the lid off, and set it on the floor. It's easier to handle. Alright. I'm just going to mix up 20 grams. $20 grams of resin. Alright. And I keep pouring my hardener into this container here. So it's a lot easier to handle these small ones than it is the big ones. 20 grams of resin. 5 grams of hardener. This is a 41 mix. Bam. That's simple. Oop, it got kind of tight for space in there. Okay. Liquid cotton flock. Very careful to mount. Carefully measured out. Mount. What do you got, Trixie Fool? You got your baby. Okay. That will do nicely. Now, over to my block. We want to cover this too. We just don't want no dry spots. You know? I'd rather have it ooze out and clean out the mess. Clean up the mess from the ooze. All 4 sides, 5 sides. Gonna talk to one of my fans tonight, guys, from the East Coast. And he wants to come visit me. Someone wants to drive to Kansas and visit the shop, man. I guess you're welcome to. Well, my buddy and my fan on Skippy from the East Coast. Let's come see me and go do some flying. So, you know what I told him? I said, come on down. Yeah, okay, now. Let's push this in. Okay, right. Well, that's gushing out. That's a good thing. We know that cavity is full, baby. We don't want no dry pockets. We want Kevin to just not worry about any turbine he wants to stick in this thing and just go as fast as his little heart desires. Don't worry about his elevators coming off. Man, push it on in there some more. Okay. Now, I am fairly confident that that glue joint is not going to fail. Know what I mean? Now, put this in. And just lock it in place. Let's take it in. There we go. Right there. Bam. Man, that is just perfect right there. Don't need to do a thing. Well, I'm going to take it up in place. Bam. There we go, guys. It's starting to look like a jet a little bit. Now the wing spars are not glued in. The wood is. But I wanted to get the elevator set before I glue the wings. And I'm going to do all that tomorrow. Get the landing gear blocks in. Do the nose gear. Cut out for the rudder, the flaps, room. We're going to get to building. And I got it figured out. Spent a lot of time today on the dang computer going over them pictures. Man, that kind of blows. I need to go to Kinko's, but I'm scared that's going to cost $60, $70 to have all that stuff printed out. I don't know. There's a bunch of pictures, man. A bunch of pages. And I don't know. Well, I sure spent a long time today going and looking for a few pictures, and that's where a lot of the day was spent. But I'm getting it figured out, and we're going to get to trucking, and we're going to get this thing built. So, till next time, we'll see you right here in the shop, baby. St. Bob time, St. Bob station.